speaking about this next wave of social media in the context of what AI is likely to do, and you said it can be magical, it is a tool, it depends on how you use it. But in the near term, say over the next 3 to 5 years, what is the transformative impact that you believe AI is likely to make? I mean, we have all kinds of people saying all kinds of things about the magic AI is going to create. But from your perspective, how transformative is AI going to be in the real world? Not B2B, not what companies like OpenAI, et cetera, are doing for themselves, but in the real world, how transformative is it going to be in the next 3 to 5 years?
I think there's an old saying that people overestimate what they can do in a year and underestimate what they can do in 10 years. I think that's true of AI. I think people are overestimating how much the world's going to change in the next 2 or 3 years. It's not going to change dramatically in the next 2 or 3 years. I think people are massively underestimating how much the world's going to change in the next 10 years because of AI. So it's one of those things where it's going to happen slowly and then all of a sudden. I think that the last 3 years since the launch of ChatGPT, the world hasn't changed that much. The narrative has changed. The investment thesis has changed. The way kids do homework has changed. But most of daily life hasn't changed. And my evidence of this is you look at the top 50 apps in the App Store, the top 3 are AI apps. Sora now, ChatGPT, Gemini. The apps 4 through 50 are essentially not AI native applications. I think in the next 3 to 5 years, they're going to be all AI native applications. And once this happens, I think that's the beginning of daily life truly changing. Now, this will still mostly be the online world or getting the real world. The actual real world changing because of AI is going to probably be the next decade. And it's going to probably take quite a bit of time. We're just at the very beginnings of AI. I think there's this narrative that like it's already happened or it's happening. This is like the first page of a very, very long book. This is going to play out over the course of decades.
If this is the first page in your view of a very long book when we talk about AI, where do you believe Airbnb finds itself on the AI book?
I think that, right now there's AI companies and there's non-AI companies. And I think you have like OpenAI's AI company, Anthropic's an AI company, Google's kind of like, very much an AI company. And then startups are AI companies. I think eventually all technology companies will be AI companies or they're not going to survive. I think Airbnb is going to become like everyone else an AI company, but we want to be a leader in applied AI. So we're not intending to build our own models, but on top of models, there's a lot to do, right? On top of these models, there's the architecture, the tuning of the models. We launched the AI customer service agent. We had to use 13 different models. We had to train these models on tens of thousands of conversations. Then we had to build a custom interface for these models. Then we had to build a service layer on top of the custom interface. So there's a lot to do on top of the models. And I think that Airbnb is one of the best design teams in the world. We have one of the best product development teams in the world. And so I think we become a leader in what to do with the models, the applications. So we want to be a leader in AI applications. I think that's going to be our contribution to this narrative. I think Airbnb is one of the most humanistic companies in technology. And I think this is coming at a time when people wonder what's going to happen to the world in the age of AI. Is AI going to displace people or is it going to provide economic opportunity for people? What is real? It is becoming hard to discern what is real on a device. And pretty soon, I think it will be indistinguishable. But I can tell you something. It will not be hard to distinguish what's real in the real world. We're going to know that. And just like a lot of jobs will be automated, a lot of jobs will be safe. And most of hosting is not going anywhere. So I think that Airbnb is a bet on AI because number one, I think we're going to have one of the leading AI native applications. But number two, our business in the real world is pretty insulated from the disruption of AI, at least for the next decade.
What do you make of the AI valuations that we're seeing at this point in time, Brian? I mean, any thoughts on that?
I think that things are frothy is an understatement. I think that the thesis on AI is correct, but I think people's expectations need to be moderated from a timeline standpoint. Everything everyone's saying is going to happen. It's going to happen probably in a longer period of time than people think. You look at the dot-com bubble, all these apps that crashed during the dot-com bubble, they eventually all work. Those companies didn't survive. But eventually, 10, 15, 20 years later, all these applications did eventually work. So it wasn't that what happened in the dot-com bubble was wrong. It was just early. Probably a lot of that's the same. It's not exactly the best analogy. The AI applications are useful. But if you look at the largest AI company in the world, ChatGPT, they do our revenue. And so where companies are making literally hundreds of billions or trillions of dollars of commitments, they require trillions of dollars of revenue or sales. And so, I think this is all going to happen. I think AI is going to deliver trillions of dollars of revenue, but we just need to be realistic about how many years this is going to take. It's going to be next decade, not this decade. That's my prediction.
Make informed decisions with comprehensive analysis on the go.
Strengthen your portfolio with real-time market updates on the go. Create effective strategies with insightful expert opinions on the go.
Grow on the go with CNBC-TV18, now streaming live 24/7 on YouTube.
Thank you for watching us on CNBC-TV18. For all news and updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel and watch us on all social media platforms.